Vincent's Friends and Families. I'm back with another book, The Snail and the Whale. This looks like a super cute book. This is the tale of a tiny snail and a great big gray blue humpback whale. This is a rock as black as soot, and this is a snail with an itchy foot. The sea snail slithered all over the rock and gazed at the sea and the ships in the dock. And as she gazed, she sniffed and sighed. The sea is deep and the world is wide. How long to sail, said the tiny snail. Ooh, my favorite, blue waters and blue skies. These are the only snails in the flock who are all stuck tight to the smooth black rock. And said to the snail with his itchy foot, "Be quiet, don't wiggle, sit still, stay put." But the tiny sea snail sniffed and sighed, then cried, "I've got it, I'll hitch a ride." This is the trail of the tiny snail, a silvery trail that looped and curled and said, "Ride wanted around the world." This is the whale who came one night when the tide was high and the stars were bright. A humpback whale immensely long, who sang to the snail a wonderful song of shimmering ice and coral caves and shooting stars and enormous waves. And this is the tale of the humpback whale. He held out of the starlit sea and said to the snail, "Come sail with me." This is the sea so wild and free that carried the whale and the snail on his tail to towering icebergs and far off lands. With fiery mountains and golden sands. Beautiful. Woo. Here's a volcano. This kind of looks like a monkey. Turtle. Whale. Oh, dolphins. This is like, oh, beautiful picture right here. Beautiful. These are the waves that arced and crashed. They foamed and frolicked and sprayed and splashed. The tiny snail on the tail of the whale. These are the caves beneath the waves, where colorful fish with feathery fins and sharks with hideous toothed grins swam past the whale and the snail on his tail. This is the sky so vast and high, sometimes sunny and blue and warm, sometimes filled with a thunderstorm, with zigzag lightning flashing and frightening this tiny snail on the tail of the whale. And she gazed at the sky, the sea, the land, the waves and the caves and the golden sand. She gazed and gazed, amazed by it all. And she said to the whale, "I feel so small." Oh, a bear. An eagle. A whale. A snail. But then came the day the whale lost his way. There are speedboats running a race, zigging and zagging and zooming all over the place, upsetting the whale with their ear-splitting roar, making him swim too close to the shore. This is the tide slipping away. Wow, look at everyone having fun in the water. But the loud noise scared the whale. And this is the whale laying beached in a bay. Quick off the sand back to sea, cried the snail. I can't move on land, I'm too big, moaned the whale. The snail felt helpless and terribly small. Then I've got it, she cried, and started to crawl. I must not fail, said the tiny snail. This is the bell on the school in the bay, ringing the children in from their play. This is the teacher holding her chalk, telling the class, sit straight, don't talk. This is the board as black as soup. And this is the snail with the itchy foot. A snail, the teacher turns pale. Look, says the children, it's leaving a trail. This is the trail of the tiny snail, a silvery trail saying, save the whale. The snail went for help to save the whale. These are the children running from school, fetching the firemen, digging a pool, squirting and spraying to keep the whale cool. All good. The snail got help to get the whale back in the water. What a good friend. This is the tide coming into the bay, and these are the villagers shouting, hooray! As the whale and the snail travel safely away. And the whale and the snail told their wonderful tale of shimmering ice and coral caves and shooting star and enormous waves, and of how the snail so small and frail with her looping curling silvery tail saved the life of the humpback whale. Then the humpback whale held out his tail, and I crawled snail after snail after snail. And they sing to the sea as they all set sail on the tail of the gray blue humpback whale. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed The Snail and the Whale. I did. Super cute book. Lots of animals. Very colorful. I hope everyone is doing well and you're all happy and healthy. Bye.